Hey Mepham, welcome back to the Midweek Update.
In today's episode, we will take a look at the community cupboard, the district's day of bonding, the highly anticipated upcoming Battle of the Classes, and a special look at one of B&B's own 60-second horror films.
This and more on this week's Midweek Update. I'm Nicole Saraceni.
And I'm Mia Haffner, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
So Mia, how was your Halloween?
It was really good, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm really excited about the holidays now.
I know, it's finally partially appropriate to listen to Christmas music in public.
Nikki, that's not all what I was going for. I'm excited for Thanksgiving.
You know what, Mia? I get things from other people around school who are also looking forward to Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving food?
Yes.
You go, ladies first.
All right. Best Thanksgiving food? Oh my god, I love cornbread pudding. Get cornbread mix with some corn in it, some morning bacon. It's delicious.
Sounds like something from 17th century England.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That's most of them, but you gotta try it. It's really good. My family requests that every year.
Okay, so everyone knows stuffing for sure is the best Thanksgiving food. It's the only time during the year you typically eat stuffing, and it's the most tasty part of the Thanksgiving meal.
It's a little dry though. I have to put apples in it.
Not the way we make it.
Do you put fruit in it like apples?
No, we put bits of sweet sausage in it, like an Italian household.
Okay.
And it's just the combination of the sweet and the stuffing, bread. It's just, I have 2-3 helpings easy.
That's the number one leftover at our Thanksgiving.
Well, you're not making it correct.
I guess that's my mom. Gonna tell her. She
I'll
makes
have
it a
to
little
send
too
the
dry.
recipe.
I might have to get your recipe.
I mean, does the consistency of the food you're talking about, is it like a pudding, like chocolate pudding?
No, it's like soft but yet moist. It's delicious. I know I use the word moist. That's terrible. Yes, it's so good. It's like requested. Even little kids like it. It's awesome.
And it tastes like corn.
It's corn and cornbread. It's like a solid but it jiggles just a little bit.
Stuffing for sure.
No.
You know what I love about hot takes? Whether the debate is good or not, it is always entertaining.
Oh yeah, and the topic of Thanksgiving is actually related to one of our stories this episode.
See, I was right. Hot takes is funny and relevant.
Okay, Mia. Our next story is on the community cupboard that's housed in one of the BMCHSD's own buildings.
Here at Brookside, Bellmore-Merrick Central Administration Office is where the community cupboard is housed.
The mission is to help people. That's the whole reason that we started this 9 years ago. And, you know, what started out our first pickup, we were, you know, just hoping that, you know, somebody would come and we could help even one family. And it has grown so much over the last 9 years. We've helped at least 100 families in our own community, whether it's short-term because of, you know, something terrible that happened, a fire, something to that effect, or loss of a job, or something a little more long-term. We have bins all over the place, whether you have students in one of the 5 or 6 buildings, you can send it in with your child and there'll be either big blue or black bins in the main hallway where you can donate. Or if you come here to Brookside, we have bins outside, and if the bins aren't there, you can just come in and give them to security and they'll bring them down to the cupboard. Well, my dream picture would be that everybody's good and we don't have to be here. But I think to have full shelves, I think for this to be sustained for a long time, even after I'm gone, and you know that it keeps running, and that we are, you know, we're doing good for the community, because that's what it's all about.
As you can see here at the community cupboard, the shelves are practically empty. The community cupboard is in desperate need of your help. Some of the most needed items include canned fruits, canned chicken, any type of canned protein, any tomato products, or anything like that. Additional items include cleaning products. If you are in any position to help, please donate at your local school or here at Brookside.
Whoa, that's so interesting. With the holidays coming up, like Thanksgiving, make sure to take extra care to donate to the community cupboard. The food will be going to families that truly need it and will support a great cause.
I never knew that this was run through the district. It's so cool how our schools come together to help others.
Well, then this might blow your mind further, but we also had a district-wide day of bonding recently.
So the Brookside Day of Bonding is a day that everybody in the building can come down and sort of get to know one another. So we have a ton of different programs in this building. We have MAP, Prep Academy, all of the adult agencies, the preschool. They all walk by each other in the hall every day, but nobody knows who anybody is. So this day is supposed to get us bonded, united, bring us together.
The students are able to come together to volunteer and really immerse themselves with people from around our area.
I contribute by I have a booth this year, so it's a bunch of rainbow balloon bracelets, so you can either come here and make some, or you can just take whichever ones you want, or you can ask and I could just make a certain color that you want.
While booths in the gymnasium were lively, it was only half of what made this day special for children and staff. The other half, well, that was on the other side of the school, making sure everybody involved was fed.
So I actually teach school and community leadership here, so we played a big role in setting up and planning for the Brookside Day of Bonding, and then we actually run the food booth, which this year we're doing chicken nuggets and pizza bagels.
In the kitchen, really we're just here making food, making sure everyone's having a good day, feeding people, making people make sure they're not hungry, and yeah, just feeding them chicken nuggets, pizzas and all that.
The student and faculty volunteers inside the kitchen have a lot more on their plate than just food. They have to think about the safety within the kitchen and working, all with a smile on their face.
So it's very hands-on here in the cafeteria. So some of the things we talked about before coming back here was, hygiene and kitchen safety for one. And then I thought this was a great opportunity, as I mentioned before, for the MAP students to kind of show a little bit of living skills, and we go over cooking and like I said, kitchen safety. So it was a great learning experience for the Prep Academy kids, so they can learn from their peers.
By bringing people together through helping and through delicious food, Bellmore-Merrick becomes so much more than just buildings with a name. It becomes a community we call home and a group of people that we can call family.
I think everybody gets to know each other a little bit. So now when we walk by each other in the halls, or if we see each other out in the community, we could smile at each other, we could say hi, we're not strangers anymore.
The Day of Bonding is an incredible event that brings this vibrant community together. I even got to try a pizza bagel. For B&B, I'm Brianna Goodman.
Okay, yeah, that did blow my mind. I can't believe all the stuff that happens through the district.
Maybe you've just been too focused on prepping for Battle of the Classes.
Actually, I have been. It's a highlight of both me and Ariel Boodhram's school years. Let's take a look into the last-minute preparations being done for it.
As many of you know, on Wednesday, November 13th, Battle of Classes will be taking place over at Brookside. Battle of Classes is where all the grades get to participate in multiple events and activities to accumulate points for their grade. Whoever ends with the most points takes it all in the end.
I'm in class club, and we're currently making the poster for Battle of Classes, and I can't wait for it to all come together.
There are more ways that you can support your grade outside of the gym. In the main office, there are multiple bins here for pennies. Whatever grade ends up with the most pennies in the end will ultimately add up points towards their Battle of Classes score. I hope to see you all there, and now back to you guys in studio.
Oh my God, now I'm excited for Battle of the Classes.
It's going to be awesome. And if you miss it, make sure to tune in on B&B's YouTube channel where we will be streaming it, where we will be live streaming it in its entirety.
Nikki, I can think of something else featured on B&B's YouTube channel that you might not know about.
Talking Cookies, 168, The Frontier, though that's actually on our Instagram.
No, and no. I will tell you about the most recent episode. It was a bit spooky. Maybe Emma Santiago will get to it.
Thanks, guys. As you know, Halloween was last week, and to get into the holiday spirit, B&B students were tasked with creating 60-second horror films that followed 3 rules. The rules were that the films had to be followed with the theme, technology can be an evil thing, the protagonist could only communicate using technology, and the glow of a screen as a practical light must have been used in at least one shot. A group consisting of Anthony Chiffo, Jake LaFreeze, Michaela Dobby, Jake Mano, Matthew Natof, and Dulcin Chen submitted their film to the Student Television Network to be judged among schools from all around the country. And they earned an honorable mention in the high schools division. Let's take a look at what one of the group members had to say about what they created.
It's great, honestly. I'm glad that we were able to place. The Horror Film Festival is really, it's a challenge. while we do have a month to make the film and it's 60 seconds, it's tough to juggle with everything else going on, you know, college applications. But I'm really glad that we were able to end up winning, or at least getting an honorable mention. It's something I've never been able to do before, and I'm really excited for the future and what I could do in college.
Now, instead of just talking about their film, let's watch it.
Question 1. What is your name? Excellent. Question 2. What is the name of the oldest star to Earth, excluding the sun? Correct. Question 3. What is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature? Incorrect. Thank you for participating in.
Wow, that was really impressive. Congratulations to the team for earning an honorable mention. Be sure to check out the most recent film festival on the B&B YouTube channel to see other horror films made by the B&B students. I'm already looking forward to seeing what this group, and many others like it, create for the Holiday Film Festival next month. That's all for me. I'm Emma Santiago, sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Emma. That movie was really incredible.
Kind of like our football team. Playoffs this week.
Okay, Nikki. Me, personally, I'm saving all sports talk for Matthew Natof.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be back on Midweek Sports. As for Mepham Sports, the regular season for all of our teams has ended, and we have 2 teams left in playoff action. Starting on the court, our girls volleyball team played in their first playoff matchup on Monday against district rival Calhoun, and it was an amazing game. Moving outside, our football team defeated Long Beach on Saturday 35-7 and moved to 7-1 on the season. If you missed the game, be sure to check it out on the B&B YouTube channel. The football team starts their playoff quest on Friday against MacArthur, which will also be filmed on our YouTube channel, so be sure to tune in. Nationally, the Islanders and Rangers faced off, and unfortunately, the Rangers won 5-2 in the first battle of New York of the season. That's it for me. Good luck for all of our teams in the playoffs, and back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Matt. You'll definitely catch me watching that game later this week.
See, that I can 100% agree with.
So now that you all know where to catch me and Mia this week, make sure to tune in next week for even more stories from around the BMCHSD to bring you inside the parts of the community we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Nicole Saraceni.
And I'm Mia Haffner, and have a great week.